am live. I'm having crazy technical issues here. Happens when you don't drive the bus, you know. So, hello everybody. I'm going to wait just a couple seconds for people to get in here and say hello to you all and let you know what's been happening in our world and kind of talk about some fun things and just see where we end up. So I'm trying to see if I'm actually even live because you never know with this day and age. Things get a little crazy. So how's everybody doing? Let me know if you guys are in chat and see if I'm even live. Okay. Okay. All right. Okay. I think I am live. That is a very, very good thing. Okay. All right. So, good morning, everybody. How are you all? Just a little bit of an update. Wayne has been very, very sick. He got COVID and now he's got double pneumonia, so he is not well and he's been struggling. He's lost a lot of weight. So send some healing prayers to Wayne and get better, Wayne. Quick, 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 quick. Yeah, this one really got you going. I mean, the ladder and now this, it's like, woo, transition time. Usually when we fall down, it's because we're being initiated to a new platform of awareness. And although these challenges are hard, they usually bring forth some gifts. So may we find a miracle gift out of this one. So hoping for wonderful things for you, Wayne. Please get well quickly. We miss you dearly. So yeah, I'm having Wayne withdrawals. You probably are too. And I thought today we would just chat a little bit, and I haven't seen you guys in a couple weeks. So I thought with that, we would just chat a little bit about where kind of have we gone in the past little while. We've been doing this for a long time. We've been looking at things for, oh God, I have been with you guys in different forms from Brian, Milky Way Messenger, all the way till now. It's been over 10 years, I think. So it's been quite a journey. And I think about often, it's like, wow, where we've come, where we've gone. Hi, Pod Joe. Yeah, you're welcome. Yeah, pray for him. Send lots of healing favor to Wayne because he's needing it. He's having a hard time bouncing back from this one. So send lots of favor his way. Tons, tons. And may the frequency you need be well received in abundance, Wayne. We love you. So, yeah. Hi, Lori. Yeah, miss him too. Me too. I'm like, oh, Wayne. Wayne, come on, get better, Wayne. Wayne, get better. So, yeah, it's been on my heart heavy for a few days. And, yeah, may he turn this corner very quickly. So, I've been in ruts like this, and he has too. So, favor and quickness and speed be to his healing because he needs it. This has been a little bit of a run. So I was thinking about Soul Tribe. Oh my gosh, where have we gone? Where have we been over 10 years together? Some of us a little less, some of us a little more. It's been quite a journey. And you know, I've watched us grow. Oh my gosh, I've seen so much growth in my own growth and my own expansion with my consciousness. I mean, when I met you guys, I was feeling like a lone soldier, and then I found my soul tribe. I was like, oh, thank God, like-minded people. You guys make my life worth living most of the time. So I've been thinking, it's like, what was the biggest struggle that most of us have been going through? And a lot of us seem to be going through, you know, through a consciousness expansion. Did we put God in a bubble? In a box? Is God in a box? We put God in a box, I think, and we've got all these different boxes of God, and which God's the right God, and all this separation and division and fighting over who's God's the better God. So I've watched this whole tribe come to the conclusion that God is bigger than a box, and to get to that place is pretty amazing, and it takes a lot of deprogramming of what you've currently been trained to believe. So congratulations to most all of you, and congratulations for the work that it takes to break out of your own box of consciousness and expand. Hi, Michelle. I love you too. So, as I've been watching y'all expand and grow, and I'm expanding and growing with you, we are doing what we came here to do. And many of us have felt so alone on this journey. And that being aware of higher communication, telepathy, premonitions, psychic nudges, seeing things other people sometimes don't see. Hi, David. Love you too. So much love to you, David. I've missed you dearly, my friend. So, hi, Chloe. Oh, I love you too. Oh, you guys are so wonderful. So as I've been going through all these waves of, gosh, guys, we've done so much work. Where are we at? What are we doing? We broke out of the God box concept. We've expanded our consciousness. We're growing. We're moving. We've moved mountains. We've done things together as a collective that really made change on the earth. So I've been looking at all this. It's like, oh gosh, well, all the stuff we've learned. Where are we? What are we actually doing now? And so many of us have felt alone and in this journey, and like we're not making a big difference. We're not doing what we came here to do potentially, and it's true, because we're the way showers. We were the ones who had to learn it first. So as we've learned and we've taken this journey, many others are going to start to come into this awareness. And that's the struggle for the way showers and the star seeds and all of these beautiful souls who came into this planet at this time to hopefully break some really dark patterns and create new ones. So when I look at what have we learned, we had God in a box in all these different religions, and now we're understanding, well, what is God? When we look at it a myriad of different ways, it comes to one place. God is truly love. Truly. But our concepts, perceptions, and definitions of love are not accurate. They're incomplete. It's not that they're wrong, because they're absolutely right, but they're incomplete. Because what I've come to realize through my own study and practice of seeking to know God in a very deep way, it always comes back to one thing every time. It's consciousness. What you think about, you will bring about. What we focus on, we will manifest. And we do. And that's why the media is so important. And the propagandas that we digest are so important. They're important to your consciousness, because what you put in, data out. So being careful with what we put into our consciousness is a huge part of this process. And many of us have learned that too. And a lot of us have learned it the hard way, because, a lot of us have learned to push manifestation and the consequences thereof. We really can do a lot of different things with what we think about. So as I look at this, what is God? God is love. But what is love? That is undefinable. If you put love in a box, like you put God in a box, you'll never know love, because love can never be separated from God. They are one and the same. So consciousness is the ability to perceive and think and know and take on bodies and experience all different forms of life, expressing in all different ways. So as we try to define God, then it goes to trying to define love. And when you look at both of them, There is no definition because it never ends. I can't see a border. I can't see a wall, a boundary, a bubble. It never ends. Ever. It's so, you have to pull back because it's too much. It's too big. It's so unfathomable. So when you see the universe, the omniverse, in its fullness, it breaks the boxes apart. So all the boxes that we've been sitting in, most of us have broken free from so many of these boxes, which are your cages, the cages of your own consciousness, being trapped in your own loops of trying to identify right and wrong. And again, that's part of the boxing, because you're still in a consciousness of separation. So I've been trying to figure out, what can we do to help, and what will make a powerful difference. We always talk about, oh, we got to balance it. We got to balance it. Well, how do you balance it? How do you do that when you've got a lot of dark energy coming at you and a lot of energy that you're manifesting on the lighter ends of things? How do you balance it all? And as I was thinking about this, they were like, it's so simple. Go with the flow. Go with the flow. And the flow will show you what you need to know. So I'm like, okay, go with the flow. So right now, the important task is to go with the flow. So I'm like, okay, bigger meaning, show me this bigger. So then they showed me the rivers of energy of creation flowing through all of us and infinitely in the planet, going from the stars into us, and the light coming from the stars, and the communications, and the consciousness that's in everything. Everything. Earth has decided to ascend. She has made the choice. And we are participating in this journey with her. But this is as much our journey, it is hers. More strongly, I do believe it might be hers. So we're operating, hopefully, in cooperation with the ultimate guardian soul ship over this planet. So as Gaia now ascends, we will help her ascension and her birth easier or harder. So as she says, go with the flow, go with the flow. The flow is knowing to connect to the heart, to get your monkey mind, thinking brain out of the way, and feel the love consciousness that's emanating and creating every single thing you see around you. Connect to the flow of all the creation around you. All of it. Good, bad, indifferent. All of it. And trust that that flow is going to serve the greatest and highest potential of all the earth and human and animals and water and everything. Just see it serving the highest potential. The highest potential, we have to take time and really see, what is that highest potential? Garden of Eden, they say that's our origins. Shoot for that. That's probably going to be somewhere where we want to go close to, or if that's not kind of a target. Garden of Eden, more getting back to the organic structures, the organic ways. As the matter shifts, we're going to have to be able to go with the flow. Go with the flow of the changes that are going to come. And these changes are to benefit, not to harm. So although there will be some changes, we got to trust this process. That the earth and creation and we as soul, we know what we're doing. We just have a hard time remembering when we're in a physical body. But we know what we're doing. We do know. And we know why we came. We do know. So As you're reconnecting to what has been lost, which truly is your connection to soul and the solar powers that we naturally were born into as firstborn humans, eons, I mean long times ago. We were organically connected to God, nature, all of it. So as we lost that connection through manipulation, um, we've been connecting to things that were outside of us because it was the only thing in the matrix that we could really grasp a hold to other than foundational nature matrix, and the nature matrix was still being infiltrated by the false matrix. So we had a balance of true light and false light happening. So as the light increases on the planet, a lot of the false light is going to break away. It's going to literally break away. It's going to start to dissolve. And as it starts to dissolve, this is where we're going to have to really start to step into action now. We're going to have to educate people on how these new energies will work, how to start to work back with the earth, because a lot of the things that we've created are not going to be available because they're going to go through a transition as well. So we are going to probably be moving into quantum systems rather than the normal intelligence systems we see now. We're going to be seeing a lot of changes, but the quantum systems, most people don't understand, truly are organic. So there's a lot to that. So as we're shifting and going, the thing is connect to what you are, which is you are organic blueprint of this earth. Connect to the power of what you already are. You guys really don't understand how powerful you really are, because you truly are super powerful. Oh my goodness. If people only knew, that's where the whole Jesus said, if the things I do, ye shall do in greater. That's what he means, because this was the way it was shown to me since I was 3 years old. You can do what I do, just not, and he would tell me, but just not yet. And I thought that was because I was 3, and I'm like, oh, because I'm a little kid, I can't do it yet because I got to learn it or something. I really didn't understand it all. I was like, oh, but not yet, because I was trying to jump off the roof and fly because I knew I could fly. He's like, don't do that. You're going to go splat. I'm like, no, I'm not. So I jumped and, I did that. There's many stories I've told about that before. But yeah, there's things that I've known since I was little, and I've always known that we had a strong purpose on this planet, and it was to be the way showers. And to be a way shower means you have to kind of do it first, and you guys are doing it first. Thank you for doing it first. Oh, I thank you for this. I thank you, thank you, thank you, because it's so important. It's so important to see beyond the illusions that we created, and we kind of helped create it. So we got to undo a lot of what has been done and get back to the true codes that we wanted to express on this planet. So as we lace new energies and new consciousness through your imagination, this is how we do it. I, Magi, Nation. I, magician, create. So you create. And as you create, all that creation is anchoring into this planet, because we are the receivers, the antennas for the new light. And it is our job to be the towers and the pillars of that light to bring it into the code of the planet. We're working with Gaia, and we are a major part of her antenna system. It is one of the most powerful parts of her signaling system. So the more we can have no fear, that we can project what we want to see rather than listening and projecting what the projection rulers are teaching us to project, that's how you're going to contribute in a way that you're not going to measure on this earth, but you will see the power of what you've done when you leave your physical body, and you will be very grateful for the work that you have done. So thank you for all of you who love the earth, who love humanity, who love it all. and want to see it thrive. Thank you. Thank you for that. It's also probably a time to start looking at your local vendors for food sources, meat, stuff like that, because things are getting wonky. And we're going to have to start stepping up to the plate too with some of these things on an individual level, because this is part of the transition. So, like I said, having an awareness of these things, that's how you know part of you is a way shower, because you're preparing the way, as in the days of Noah. Remember? The ark is loading, guys. Yep, the arks are being loaded. They are truly being loaded. So, with that, see preparation and going through these changes with grace, instead of to be able to help other people get through these changes, because we're going to all have to work together. This is going to be a time that we will finally come together, because we are going to flat out probably need each other in a lot of areas, and we're really going to have to support each other, because we have no idea globally where these things are going to happen. They're going to happen in probably multiple places, so we're going to have to help each other out, because it's going to be potentially a rough ride. But I know, hi cheesesteak, it's been a long time, my friend. So much love to you. Mwah. So, yeah, with all the stuff that's potentially coming, the greatest thing that we can do right now is to be the antennas for the new light, see the new inspirations, see the plans that Gaia would have for her children on Earth. How would she see us living on this planet in utter harmony? Utter harmony. How do you see indigenous tribes live? They work as communities and they're in harmony with each other. And this is where we've lost our step. The sound humanity is making on this planet is cosmically kind of like nails on a chalkboard. It's almost unbearable, the frequencies coming off this planet. So many people right now have been drawn to sound healing. Thank you, angels. You have heard the cry from Gaia. She says, ring your bells, ring your bells. Sound with your voice. Dance with me. So these are some of the most important things that we could be doing, is because it's creating a sound. And she wants our sound. So sound as often as you can in any way you want to, because your way is your unique gift to her, and that is only something that you could give her. So to her, it is precious. Precious. And as we are connecting to this Father Sky aspect of us, which is the stars and all of the thought, consciousness, invisible potentials trying to come into this planet, trying to find the antenna to which it can come into, which requires a vibration. So as you sound and as you tone and as you sing and as you pray and you say your mantras and your affirmations, speaking love, power, and joy into our existence, this will give her the strength to lessen the effects of the changes that will be on this planet. So you will be the healing balm, or the soothing balm, that helps the planet heal. And it will reduce the effects of what we're going to see. So that's why they always say, be the change you wish to see. It's truly that. We have to get into this flow of remembering what we were before we came here, which is the light body. Y'all, we're not made of flesh. We come here to not battle against the flesh. This is not the game we're battling. We are dealing with powers and principalities of darkness. We are battling that. And that is mental. That is consciousness. So consciousness is the key. Creation, God consciousness is the key. All of this goes back to what you think about, you bring about. And this brings you to a very strong position of self responsibility. And you have to be responsible for what you consciously do with your gift of being a part of creation. Because without that gift, you would not be. So, as we struggle with the flesh, no, it is not the flesh that we are even dealing with. We are dealing with things much higher than that. And the effects upon our flesh will be seen by this determination to absolutely correct these frequencies, or the vibration of fear and collapse and just letting it all break apart. So it's going to be up to us. And y'all, a lot of people, being in America for the past 50 plus years of my life has been an amazing, wonderful experience. And as I'm watching it slowly start to break apart, I look at all the other countries of the world, and it just makes me realize how blessed and lucky that we were to have this environment, because this environment is such heaven compared to some of the other environments of existence on this planet, where people starve to death every day. There's just a lot of poverty globally that many nations have suffered so greatly through for decades of time. So to be born in this place and have this vision that you were raised with, to see the potentials, to see the beauty, to see the financial stability, the comforts, all the beautiful things that this place has given us. You literally hold the strongest manifestation keys in the construct, because not only do you hold visions of happy times and successful communities, you also hold the knowing. You hold the frequency. You have it inside of you. It's in your coding. So you can be the most powerful tools of creating balance and healing into these changes, because you know what it looks like to be in it. You actually know it, when so many millions and millions and millions have never ever been in such a place. And this is how we expand it to the entire world. We have had so many people coming here from all these different countries. Our frequency can override all of those frequencies because we are the majority. And as that, our frequency can override all of their programs that they have held in the past, and it can recode them to success and to creating environments such as the one that was created here in America. So with our beautiful nation now falling apart, a lot of this is because of the influx of all the different cultural beliefs coming in. It creates a mental imbalance in the frequency that was currently being held in America. So with that, it's really time to work on shifting the vision to see how communities can work in harmony together, supporting and loving one another. Because if we can do that here in this great melting pot, as we've always been known as, this is not new, this has always been known as the great melting pot. If we can do this, this will automatically translate globally. Globally. So this is the power that they're showing me. They're showing me. If you only understood how powerful you could be and what you could do, you could turn all of this around and put it into unified concepts that support humanity and support the vision of what the new America would look like. and even being more amazing than anything we had before. But knowing the feelings of going to bed at night, typically safe, knowing the power works, knowing you have water in the morning, knowing you have food to eat the next day. I mean, a lot of people here don't anymore, and that breaks my heart. That breaks my heart. But this has been happening for far too long, and we're getting ready for some real serious food issues, guys. There's no way around it. The weather has just wiped out so much. And these weather changes they're not going to stop anytime soon. So we're going to have to really start to make some preparations for that. And like I said, this is going to be another beautiful tool. A lot of people are going to start to integrate their own food sources, and they're going to be using sound and frequency and putting beautiful things into this food. So this is another thing I keep hearing so much of the change right now that we truly need is we need to sound the bells of freedom. We need to ring the bells. Ring the bells. Sound, sound, sound. Make your wishes and your dreams come true. See them and speak them and write them down. Write them down. That's what I'm going to be working on this week. I'm going to start creating my new earth as a short story manifestation book of how I saw everything break apart and collapse, and then I saw how it all rebuilt and how all the changes hit the planet and how amazed we were at how fast it worked. So it will be fast if we can get focused. And none of us are supposed to see this the same way. So don't be like looking like, okay, well, tell me the vision and I'll do it. No, 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 no. No, no, no. The greatest gift you give to this vision is your vision. You. There's no one like you. God showed me this so many times. You're God. You're a part of me. You create. Would you understand what a great responsibility I've given you? But you'll never be God. You're a part of it. You're a thought from it. Just a thought. I know that seems kind of insignificant, but truly it's not. It's a very important thing. So God's explained to me so many times. You are part of my consciousness, and you have the ability to express my thoughts in your consciousness, because we truly are connected. We are one. Even though it's hard to connect in a human form, it's still present. Whether or not you do it, that's your own work. And trust is the obstacle 90% of people face with that. They don't trust what they're getting because it never starts big. It starts like little drops so you don't get overwhelmed. God is never cruel. It doesn't teach you too fast where your brain's going to explode. That's only demons. Demons will do that. And they'll say, do it, go fast, do this, push you to places you're not supposed to go. Don't trust that. Trust yourself. Trust your own process. Like I said, nobody can tell you how to do these things. Y'all, we're all different. We were all created differently. That was why we were created. Being the all of everything is boring. So you want to give yourself out there so you can experience your own creation and interact with other creators so you can know how it's feeling, how it's doing, how it is expressing itself as creation. We are the images from God. God is the original. We are the copies. Okay? So, you'll never be God because you can't be. Well, I guess you could be if you decided to be everything at the same time. You could be, or nothing all at the same time, because there is both of that too. Like I said, it's too big. Your brain, we can't perceive these concepts because they're just really, 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 really expanded. But you can feel them. That's the best way I can describe it. You can't know it with your consciousness. It's too big. It literally is too big. But you can feel it to a level 2. So you can't fully know it and you can't fully feel it, but you can know it and feel it to the extent of which you are able to do so. So it's taken me a long time to get to where my brain explodes like this. But I've been asking these questions since I was 3. But with the information that you all have now, you can go a lot faster safely because you're doing your own research. You're going with your own intuition. You're doing what your heart is drawing you to. Really pay attention to these things because these truly are your strongest assets. The ultimate strongest tool you have is to trust yourself. Trust yourself. Don't ever let anything else pull you away from what you feel or what you think or what you know as your truth, because even though your truth might change and you might later find out that you weren't absolutely correct on that, for whatever reason, that was your truth at that time based on your perception and your awareness of reality. So it's never wrong. It's a process of learning through our experiences. So pat yourself on the back, those of you who have struggled and been challenged, because you're literally sharpening your sword. You're literally sharpening your own sword for your soul's evolution and growth, because suffering is an extreme point of creation so you can understand fully the operations of the 7 hermetic laws. And when you start to understand polarities and start to understand how energy works, you understand that within your greatest highs, the balancing effect of that will be experiencing some of the greatest of lows. So this is how we kind of contract to experience our own suffering, is through a process of evolution of your own consciousness, because the energy does balance. So it balances within you. So when you reach a higher new level of awareness, usually you get hit with a pretty rough initiation. And those initiations can be really, really hard unless you understand there's only one thing for me to do at this moment, and it is to understand what it is, why it's here, and what is the gift. And when you can start to understand that the gift of it, and sometimes that's very hard to find, but you always can, because even if it's that which does not kill you makes you stronger, it's still a gift, and it's true. So, find the gift, and the gift will help you to balance out the opposite end of that energy that you are going to have to deal with, which is going to waken up parts of your darkness because you've ascended to a new level of light. And I a lot of people, I don't know if they know how that works, but I've been doing this for a long, long time, and I've never seen that not happen. As soon as I hit a new level of awareness, something hits me really hard later that makes me try to reevaluate everything that I've learned, and it kind of knocks you down, it humbles you, and it makes you dig deeper. So the digging deeper, it's never there to harm you. It's only there to help you evolve your consciousness and get over your stumbling blocks, or identify ones that you didn't even know you had. Because this is when they come up. They will fly out. Just like, whoa, I didn't know you were there. What do you got to say? You know what I mean? Because these are energies we hold inside of us. And everybody has a lot of them. Because, guys, we are antennas to the divine. And that is just a fact. And your antenna has been hijacked. It's getting jammed with different signals. It's got all these interference signals trying to come into the brain. So, you got to be discerning with what you allow into your consciousness. And if anything's coming in your consciousness that doesn't feel like it's love or supporting, or it doesn't make you feel good, ignore it and replace it with something that does. Because after you do this for a while, you'll notice that it stops. Because they get tired of running from your light. That's how it works. You shift your frequency, they can't stand the frequency. They leave. It's that simple. It's really, literally that simple. So don't allow your light to drop. And especially if you can notice you're getting into any kind of negative funk, shift it. And that's what I mean. When you start to realize how creation is truly working, it really does take a lot of self-responsibility. And ultimately, nobody can fix these things for you. I see all these people, removing demons and taking energies from people. It's like, y'all got to be real careful with that because, it's like ripping the head off of a hydra. It's going to grow 7 more and bring them back with vengeance. That doesn't solve the problem. The only way to get rid of dark energies is for the person to heal their dark energies and release it themselves. If they don't do the work, there's consequences to this. So, yes, we can help, we can support them, we can hold the energies to help them do this work, but this is their work. There is no you're not supposed to do this work for them, and when you do, there's consequences for it, as I well found out. So trust from people who have done it and known a lot of this stuff is not being done appropriately, and it's causing actually more harm than good, but done with the best of intentions. These people truly want to help people, and sometimes it does work, but that's because the will of the person affected has literally done the work with them. But this is a serious game, people. Most people shouldn't be playing. So these energies are very powerful. They're very real, and they're going to get stronger. So spiritual armor and discernment and knowing how to do spiritual battle in a way that's not going to create more harm than good is going to be something a lot of people are really going to need to start look at. They're going to really need to take a look at this because this is literally, you have to do your own work. And nobody's work is the same. Nobody's is going to be doing the same things. All of us have looked and tried to find, something that resonates 100% with everything that we think, feel, or believe. I don't think that's ever going to happen, especially for all of you. You all won't be able to do that because your mind is constantly expanding and growing, and you're bringing in more information, and you're anchoring that into the planet because this is your path and this is what you're doing it, and the way that you're doing it is unique to you. Like, I see all these beautiful people doing it different ways, like Roger with mud fossil, and then all the earth studies that he's done, and then you look at archaics and all the ancient records that he's bringing out that we can digest and process. And then you look at, there's so many different ways. Robert Edward Grant, all the new geometry that he's seeing and all the new codes he's getting out of the pyramids. This is all different parts of the same process. Remembering our past histories that we've forgotten, recreating new systems and new societies and new environments that are harmonious and that literally operate with sound. You look at Michael Tellinger and what he's done in South Africa, identifying over 10 million stone circles, and all the rocks make sound. Are you kidding me right now? Do we need any more evidence to understand how important it is to sound to God? To sound. That's why giving praise is so important, and do it however you do it. But the thing is, love God, love the creation, and love the creator. Love, and say, I'm willing to help serve and divinely inspire your way and your love into this planet. And I am willing to receive that inspiration so that I may hopefully help to give forth the energy, the messages, and the hope, and the plans, and the new inspired ideas to be a thriving, wonderful, beautiful America. So I love you guys. That's probably all for today. I just wanted to tell you about putting God in boxes. Oh, and as we start to do all this stuff too, guys, we're going to be jumping timelines. I've been getting a lot about this lately. Oh my. Pretty sure that we jumped the day that they tried to do the thing to the ex-president and on the stage that day. I'm pretty sure we jumped that day. And we went into a very good positive timeline. Very, very good positive timeline. So, that was a big one. And oh my goodness, we did it. We did it. We actually did it. So, there's going to be events, and how these events turn out is going to be a thermometer gauging you on the frequency and the energies of those specific areas and those specific frequencies. So you're going to, by the outcome of these events, you're going to see how much darkness or how much light is present in those areas. And like I said, when we avoided that, that was a powerful registration of the light is winning its way. So that was huge. So I think we did a massive recent jump, and it really went into a very good way. So keep on keeping on, y'all, because it's working. It's working. It is working. I know many don't understand this or they don't see it, but trust me, it is working. So do not give up and keep on keeping on, because whatever you're doing, something has made an effect in a very positive way for what we want to see transpire. So we're still going to have challenges, don't get me wrong, and they're going to, as the current systems that have been in control for so long literally start to break apart, it's going to get a little challenging, because they're not going to be happy with this outcome, of course. So as things just break apart, there's going to be nothing, like it's not going to work anymore. So that the energy won't allow it on the planet anymore. So it won't be able to happen. So, but we're going to go through a transition. So just to know, these transitions are not to be a fear. Don't be afraid. You came here to watch this. You literally came here for the show. And do you know how many people wanted a ticket? I tried to give mine away, but the Lord wouldn't let me do it. But I wanted to give mine away. I was like, nope, gonna be too hard. I want to get, nope. And it has been a very challenging ride, and it's potentially going to get more challenging. But now when I look back and I think about that, I'm like, oh, it's because I didn't want to leave where I was. Because where we come from, it's love. And you were so happy and you were so accepted. And it is, you don't want to go, you don't want to leave, but I agreed. I agreed a long time ago that I would come back at this time to be a tower and anchor the antenna, the energies, anchor the energies into the planet to help it break down and rebuild. And literally, I was even born on the day of the tower. So I know that's my purpose. I'm here to watch religions fall. I'm here to watch cataclysms and stuff. I'm here to see all that. And you guys are too. So just know that deep inside of you, you signed up for this. You really honestly did. And I know that's hard to accept for so many people, but we really did. And we really, really, really wanted to come in big time for this time right now. So know you are truly, when they say, oh, the chosen, every human being on this planet right now is a chosen one. Okay, because when you're talking about getting picked from the galaxies, oh yeah, you would be those ones, because you're here. You are here. Apparently nobody gets to come in right now unless they already had a ticket paid for a long time ago and had extensive planning to come into this incarnation. So y'all are kind of those people. So just know that when they say, oh, the chosen, and you say, oh, am I that special? Am I this? Yeah, every single one of the 8 billion souls running around on this planet right now are apparently that special. And they're all playing very important parts of this whole end game scenario. So it's literally the greatest show on earth. And sometimes when things get overwhelming, just always remember that. I came here for this experience, but this is not what I am. I am so much more than this experience. But this experience, nonetheless, is grand. And it is quite a ride. So we came to experience it. That helps me a lot when things start looking pretty rough. I'm like, you know what? I know it'll be okay, because I know that the plan for it to be okay has already been won. So I know that much. To what level of winning we see, that's going to be up to the consciousness of us. But I think, I'm not sure, but I think we actually might be exceeding where they thought we could potentially go. So, yay. I think that could be true. That could be true. So, I think that was it. Yeah, I went over the timelines, putting God in a box, and that was pretty much about it. So, yeah. So, I love you guys. Hi in chat. Hi, Conscious Evolution Channel. No, we're not crazy for signing up for this because your soul gets to witness and experience this great transition, which really takes a long time to be able to go into third dimensional realms, going through their great ascensions. This doesn't happen often. So, and to have it happen to the Earth realm, it's a big deal because there's not many planets structured like Earth. There's lots of Earths. There's fractals of Earth, just like fractals of us and fractals of God. Trust me, there's a lot of them. But it is a very unique planet and unique to what it gives you as an experience. So no, we're not crazy for coming here. Consistently, when I've asked that question, because I've asked that question, I was like, this place is crazy. You must be crazy too, and we should just pop this bubble and be done with it. And the creator laughs at me. Oh, you have no idea what you're saying right now. And he was right. I had no idea what I was saying, because as he showed me how creation is creating, it's so big. So I get shown in little pieces where I can process it, and it takes me months sometimes to even digest it. When you start to see the importance of this planet and the beauty, oh man, she is an amazing planet. The diversity here, and the diversity is because it's a melting pot like America. This is a cosmic melting pot. People come here from so many different star systems, a lot of them because their planets got blown up in war and they had nowhere else to go. So this has been the kind of the planet where everybody tried to come for safety, to get out of the way of the galactic wars. And most of us are here as a product of losing those wars. So it's deep. And many of us are not here because that we come in for different reasons. We came in from different systems. So it's all different. None of it's going to be like, oh, everybody did this. No. We are dealing with at least 22 different alien races, potentially within our genome, in our genetic code. So with that means you got 22 cousins that are from other planets. So this is a big deal. Earth is a big deal, and it is really challenging. And when I had a pre-birth experience memory in a session when I was at school, and the pre-birth, we plan all of this, but it doesn't go exactly the way you plan it, because free will and human, the collective affects your plans sometimes. Because if the collective is going in another direction and you don't, it will affect your plans, because your plans didn't have enough cohesion with the collective to be the dominating energy that expresses itself, if that makes sense. So be grateful. I didn't want to come in here either. I tried to give my ticket away. I said, nope, I know my contract. I don't have to come. Here you go. Get signed up the next person that wants to go, sucker. I ain't doing it. Because I felt the crushing of the magnetic field. And when I left wherever I was in this higher dimension, whenever I left there and I started coming down into the 3 dimension, I have a feeling that's why most people have a claustrophobia. It was the initial experience of me ever understanding or feeling what claustrophobia was. And when I was a child, I used to be terrified of claustrophobia. If somebody would like jump on top of me, man, I would launch them. I couldn't help the reaction. It was just get off. I couldn't handle the terror of being crushed, being enclosed and caved. You know what I mean? So I've had other issues with past lives too that represent that in it, but not the same way of all over body crushing that I felt. It was just incredible. And that's the difference between being everything and being in a separate sleeve. Man, they gotta crunch you down so the density to get into the matter of this planet, it literally, and they say, I shall build my church upon this rock. Yeah, you feel like you just went from like a butterfly jellyfish into a stone rock mountain. Like you like feel like you're like the weight and the crushing and the feeling of you can't move. It was overwhelming to me. So that pre-birth memory was kind of intense, but I got to feel, because I didn't understand why. I realized at the last minute I didn't want to come in, and that's why it was. Because when I felt the frequency of this planet and the weight of this planet, I was like, oh, run, Forrest, run. No way, not doing it. I'm out. But obviously I lost that battle. And the reason I lost that battle was because by the time I was having this conversation and deciding not to go, I'd already crossed the threshold into the third dimensional realms. And once you do that, you're already activated in your chart before you jump into the baby. So you're already activated. It's just done. Once the baby's already, you've been chosen, it's like it's activated. And if something happens, it doesn't matter. And if somebody else jumps in the body, sometimes that happens by permission only. But that's a whole nother video. But yeah, babies are amazing, and there's lots of potentials with babies too. So just know that. So guide the light you want to be a participating person with your child. Say, may my highest goal and soul's dreams that I agreed to with this child bring in the highest potential for this child. So because you guys have an agreement already. So it's kind of amazing the way our souls work and how profound our souls are. And that's the part of you that's eternal. So just know, whatever happens here, it's going to be okay, because this is an experience and nobody gets out alive. It's not supposed to be that way. We're supposed to have an experience, and then you move out of it back into your original state of consciousness, and then you choose what you want to create from that point forward. So I love you all, creators that you are. Hi, stupid Vic fan. Hello there. Good to see you. Hi, Bridget. Good to see you, sweetheart. So I love you guys. I'm going to check off for now, and you have a wonderful day. And please send so much love to Wayne. Healing, favor, and may he get well by tomorrow, because enough already. Enough already. Time for some frequency to make him shine and come back to light, just because his vibration, he's just so weak. So send him strength, shine, frequency that makes everything right and divine. So making it right, just whatever he needs, send whatever you need. God, we send it to Wayne. Whatever he needs, may he receive that now. So again, trust that what is needed will be sent, and just say, we trust that you know better than we, and we're going to send the highest, most beautiful things that he needs to be well in his perfect alignment to his highest self and highest potential of his will. So you don't want to go against free will ever. Remember that too. Another very important tool. Always ask for the highest and best good of all involved, so that way you're never interfering with the free will of another. And if it's not, it won't work. And if it is, it will. So it really does work that way. So I do love you guys. Have a great day. Okay. Bye, everybody. Much love. I'll see you next time. Hopefully next week with Wayne. That will be. So be it. And he will feel well. I love y'all. Bye.